In this video, we're going to graph the curve y equals 1 over x minus 3, and we're going to do it using the reciprocal function method we've been talking about in class. So to do this, the first thing we're going to do is graph the curve y equals x minus 3. So the curve x minus 3 is a straight line with a slope of 1 and a y-intercept at -3. So to graph that curve is pretty straightforward. Now the first step of our process is to draw a vertical asymptote at the x-intercept. So we do that. The dotted line is the vertical asymptote. Now we're going to go to each point on this line that has a y value of 1 or -1. Then we're going to respect the asymptotes. We're going to make sure that our curve goes, as this function goes down to the left, our function will go up to the left, but not cross that horizontal asymptote. And as this function goes up to the right, our function will go down to the right, but not cross that vertical asymptote. Similarly, on the other side, as this function goes down to the left, our function will go up to the left, but not cross that vertical asymptote. And as the function goes up to the right, our function will go down to the right, not crossing the vertical asymptote. So our curve will be the red one that's drawn. The domain is the set of all x element of the reals such that x does not equal 3. The range is the set of all y element of the reals such that y does not equal 0. We have an increasing we do not have an increasing interval. Both of those intervals, both parts of those graph are decreasing. So increasing intervals, none. But our decreasing intervals are when x is an element from -infinity to +3 in union with when x is an element from 3 to +infinity. Our positive interval is the portion that's up on the top right. That's where the y coordinates are positive. So we can say that our positive interval is when x is an element of the interval between 3 and infinity. Our negative interval will be when x is an element of the interval between -infinity and 3. And finally, our horizontal asymptote is at y equals 0, and our vertical asymptote is at x equals 3.